Welcome back to Marketing Champions here in Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpoff, your host. Again, we're talking about marketing with marketing experts from around the country. Today, we're in Los Angeles, California with Joshua David of AskJoshDavid Productions. And Joshua, welcome to the conversation.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you and interested in learning a lot more about you. So why don't you share with us how you got started in the marketing industry?
Yeah, so quite honestly, I just fell into digital marketing after 9 years in hospitality. I really wanted to take a big splash into making myself better as a strategist and really understanding the digital marketing space. Coming from hospitality, I really understood audiences and just really how to apply that into the space of sales and marketing, influencer marketing, and the rest is kind of history.
Well, it's great when you're able to find that one thing and start to follow it to get a better sense of what you want to do with your career and people. So why don't you share with us what you're doing day to day with AskJoshDavid Productions?
Yeah, so it's a strategy company. I've been lucky enough to be able to work with some really amazing opportunities. Douce Cognac, YouTube, Robinhood Snacks. Essentially, I'm reaching out to brands and the ones that I feel like they're missing something as far as touching base with their audiences. There seems to be a disconnect. I reach out to them, basically provide them a 90-day overview of what I can help them kind of fine tune and really get a better understanding of how can you touch base with your demos and kind of build that engagement and really utilize their socials to amplify the brand as much as possible.
Well, in these 90-day plans that you have, what are you finding are the best platforms for people to be utilizing to tell their story?
They're all still quite important. You have TikTok, which is now reaching out to Gen Z and Gen Alpha. So that's an opportunity for brands to really go outside of the box and build these influencer marketing opportunities with these new younger people who are basically reaching out and kind of driving the force of conversations with the younger audiences. LinkedIn for business representation, Instagram to better really understand the brand as a storyteller. And then you still have Twitter to kind of grab everyone's mindset on just what's going on in the know of social media. And then last but not least, Facebook, which is still very much so baby boomers and some Gen Z that we still want to touch base with. So they all have and serve a very important purpose, I still think.
So when you're starting out with a company and you are learning about what their needs are, a little more than just when you're outreach, how are you, what kind of questions you're asking with them to help really generate this story to find out which platforms to really help share it with people?
Yeah, thanks, Howard. It's a full deep dive, first and foremost, on my own, just understanding the brand and kind of where they are. And then it's really taking a second and asking them how do they want to, not expose, but essentially how do they want a business and build this rapport with their audiences. So it's really kind of getting to the nitty gritty. How do you want them to feel? Who exactly are you trying to touch base with? Do you feel like you're touching base with the audience that's your goal successfully? And really kind of breaking that down and getting really intricate on strategy as far as how to better expose and kind of build those relationships with the digital market audiences.
So where do you see some of the growth opportunities in 2023 for them?
TikTok, it's going to continue to grow. I'm interested to see what's going to happen in the future overall. But when it comes to making a splash on social media, the goal is really for brands to get even more honest, even more real about what they're really putting forth their ad dollars behind. And that goes as far as being sustainable. What are they doing on a community level to really touch base with their audiences? And are they really who they say they are? Brands really have to get past this. It's Black History Month. Are you doing anything to kind of represent that holiday? Are your influencers that you're working with representing what Black History Month looks like? And that's the same thing for Lunar New Year and all the other holidays for these multicultural groups that kind of sometimes don't get the attention and are marginalized in these brands that so heavily influence our culture.
Well, it's great that you have a great focus on all these different aspects for these companies to utilize their talents and stream storytelling through them. So we thank you so much for joining us and for sharing all this with us today.
It was such a pleasure, Howard. Thank you guys so much. Hope to see you again.
And thank you all for joining us as well. Having the right person behind you, having the right agency that really has an idea of where to go is very important. And someone who comes up with a 90-day plan before you even get started, that really is a path for success. So check out more information we have here about him on Daily Ad Brief, and go out, have a great rest of today, and we'll see you next time on Marketing Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.